Hi, I'm Jill Fraser. I've been a miniaturist for over 30 years, and I started this YouTube channel to share my work with you and to show you some of the things that I do and how I do them, and to show you how I meet some of the challenges that I find in my workshop from day to day. So I hope you enjoy this video. Hi, so there was a few challenges in the workshop today, but before I got into the workshop I went out and fed the alpacas, and I saw my pomegranate, which was ripe, and that pomegranates were lovely. They were used in Tudor times in embroidery, and also people carved them. It was a very sensuous kind of looking fruit, and I think that the Tudors really loved that. And I've been immersed in the Tudors for about 3 or 4 months now because I'm doing this Tudor house, but at some point I'm going to have to come back into my own century and do something modern. But until then I'm going to finish the floor, the top floor of the Tudor house and the roof, and I'm working on the shutters. Now yesterday my video showed you when I had got to the point with my shutters where I had them in a row and I had little clips on them, and I've progressed from there. I drilled holes into each shutter in place, and I put the pins in place, and I put this tape over the head so they wouldn't fall out again. And then I've got my shutters all on pivots, and now I had to work out how I was going to get them open and shut. There's nothing on the internet to tell me about 12th scale shutters, opening and shutting. So in the end I googled plantation shutters, and they had a kind of a rod that ran down the back of the shutters, and when you pulled it they opened. So I did a little rod. Now remembering this is miniatures, and so I've got to do it differently, and I sewed it to my little clips. Now there may be an easier way of doing that, and if anybody out there knows it I would love to hear it, but it works. So they do shut. They're not perfect, they're not dead straight, but I'm really pleased that they actually did work, and there's a little pull there for the owners of the house to pull it when they want to open the shutters. And I've got 3 more to do, so hopefully the third one will be perfect. And so that will be tomorrow's work. Now when I finish those shutters I'm going to do the craft sheet. I mentioned this last time, and that craft sheet will be available to channel members. Now you might be new to the channel, you might be a subscriber, and I love my subscribers. They send me lovely emails and I reply to every one of them when I can. But if you want to get a little bit more out of my YouTube channel, you can become a channel member. Not very much money, but you do get my online digital magazine on doll houses every 2 months, and you've got the access to all my back library. So it's well worth joining for very little money, and you'll end up being in quite an exclusive online miniature club. So have a look at the button below, and I'd love you to join.